Find all the roots by using sum and a product of roots of polynomial theorems and factor each polynomial. A. 2x third power minus 3x squared minus 4x minus 1. 2x plus 1 as a factor. So we set up 2x plus 1 equals 0. X equals -1/2. According to this formula, a sub n equals 2, a sub n minus 1 equals -3, a sub 0 equals -1. Since n equals 3, there are 3 roots for this polynomial function. Let's label x1, x2, and x3 equals -1/2. So we have x1 plus x2 plus -1/2 equals -3/2, which is positive. x1 times x2 times -1/2 equals -1 to the third power times -1/2. Simplify. x1 plus x2 equals 2. x1 times x2 divided by 1/2 for both sides equals -1. Then x2 equals 2 minus x1. Then we plug into this equation. x1 times 2 minus x1 equals -1. Distributive property. 2x1 minus x1 squared equals -1. Move everything to the right side. 0 equals x1 squared minus 2x1 minus 1. We cannot factor this quadratic function. So x1 equals a equals 1, b equals -2, c equals -1. -b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac/2a. This is the quadratic formula. 2 plus or minus square root -2 squared minus 4 times 1 times -1 over 2 times 1 equals 2 plus or minus square root. 4 plus 4 is 8 over 2 equals 2 plus or minus 2 square root of 2 over 2 equals 1 plus or minus the square root of 2. So x1 equals 1 plus square root of 2. x2 equals 1 minus the square root of 2. x3 equals -1/2. Factor. We have 2x plus 1. And also this is another factor. So f of x equals 2x plus 1 times x squared minus 2x minus 1. Let's go to b. X plus 3 as a multiplicity 2. When we set up x plus 3 equals 0, multiplicity 2 means x1 equals -3, x2 equals negative 3. A equals 4, which means we have 4 roots. A sub n equals 2. A sub n minus 1 equals 11. A sub 0 equals 9. x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 equals negative 11 over 2. x1 times x2 times x3 times x4 equals negative 1 to the 4th power times 9 over 2. Negative 3 minus 3 plus x3 plus x4 equals negative 11 over 2. Negative 3 squared times x3 times x4 equals 9 over 2. Keep simplifying. Cross the river, change sign. Negative 11 over 2 plus 6 equals positive 1/2. x3 plus x4 equals 1/2. 9 reduce. x3 times x4 equals 1/2. From this equation, we can get x4 equals 1/2 minus x3. Then we plug into this equation. x3 times 1/2 minus x3 equals 1/2. Distributive property. 1/2 x3 minus x3 squared equals 1/2. Get rid of the denominator by times 2 both sides. x3 minus 2x3 squared equals 1. Move everything to the right side so that we can get the coefficient of x squared positive. 0 equals 2x3 squared minus x3 plus 1. We still cannot factor this quadratic function. So we got to use quadratic formula. A equals 2, B equals negative 1, C equals 1. Then x3 equals negative b is 1 plus or minus b squared negative 1 squared minus 4ac 4 times 2 times 1 over 2 times 2. So we get 1 plus or minus square root. 1 minus 8 is negative 7. So 7i over 4. Let's separate 1 over 4 plus or minus square root of 7 over 4i. Then we can write down all the roots. x1 equals negative 3, x2 equals negative 3, x3 equals 1 over 4 plus square root of 7 over 4i. x4 equals 1 over 4 minus square root of 7 over 4i. For the factor, f of x equals x plus 3 squared times this 2x squared minus x plus 1.